So last talk would be by Dr. Neha, and she would be talking on tear furning in meibomian gland dysfunction. I think we have already exceeded the time. Dr. Neha, I would request you to please be just on precise.
Very good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Neha Adlakha, Associate Professor, SHKM GMC Mewat, and I will be presenting on tear furning test in meibomian gland dysfunction. In the past, the assessment, diagnosis, and management of MGD has been inconsistent due to lack of a clear definition and classification. Thus, TFOS workshop on meibomian gland dysfunction reviewed the causes, pathophysiology, diagnosis, and treatment of the condition. This article summarizes the conclusion and recommendation of the TFOS workshop on MGD. As per the Beijing, Japanese and Shipai eye study, the prevalence of MGD appears to be higher in Asian population, around more than 60%, while in India, prevalence may vary between 30.5 and 54.1%. As per the TFOS workshop, MGD is defined as a chronic diffuse abnormality of the meibomian gland, characterized by qualitative or quantitative changes in glandular secretion and terminal duct obstruction, which can cause symptoms of ocular irritation and ocular surface disease. Meibum from the normal meibomian gland get delivered to the marginal reservoir, which gives rise to lipid layer of the tear film. Meibum spreads to form a stable lipid layer within 1 second. In meibomian gland dysfunction, there occurs orifices obstruction by hyperkeratinization of the terminal duct epithelium and increase in meibum lipid viscosity. In non-cicatricial MGD, there occurs plugging of the orifices on the eyelid margin, and on expression, there are cloudy and opaque secretions. This is how on bimanual expression of in non-obvious MGD, opaque meibum looks like. Tear furning test basically detects quality and stability of tear film. Tear furning is dependent on ratio of sodium and potassium ion to calcium and magnesium ions. Differences in electrolyte concentration may be related to different furning patterns. Tears are collected with a glass capillary tube placed on a glass slide and left to dry at room temperature. After crystallization, samples are observed in white light or by polarized microscopy and classified by Rolando classification. Dry eye patient exhibit less furning than the normal patient. This is the Rolando classification. Type 1 and type 2 are considered as normal, and type 3 and type 4 are as abnormal. In type 1 pattern, there are lots of ferns which are tightly packed together. In type 2, there is abundant ferning but with spaces. In type 3, there are scarce or single ferns, while in type 4, there is absence of ferns. A standardized grading system in MGD allows an organized approach to treatment rather than random grab bag approach. Poor correlation between the clinical signs and symptoms make it difficult for the clinician to apply a scientific basis to clinical management. The problem is compounded by difficulties of evaluating the tear film due to transparency, small volume, and complex composition. The presence of a biopolymer is important, but this need not specifically be mucus. MGD is more common in women and its incidence increases with age. Tabara and Okamoto as well as Rolando proposed the use of tear furning pattern to evaluate tear quality. Tear furning pattern have been investigated in association with overnight variation, post-menopausal women after pterygium excision and contact lens wearers. Practical insights into tear film composition is very important for diagnosis and treatment, but detailed analysis is restricted to expensive laboratory-based system. There is a pressing need for a simple test. The tear film furning test has the potential to be applied in the clinical setting to investigate the tear film in a simple way. No single test of tear function can give a definitive diagnosis of dry eye. Knowledge of the furning pattern of various bodily fluid hold great utility in healthcare field. As technologies continue to advance, technology that have previously been confirmed to laboratory will become more clinically accessible. Tear furning test has certain limitations. Care should be taken not to elicit reflex tearing during collections. Light microscopy is often unavailable in the clinics. Test is affected by extreme condition of temperature and humidity. Thank you.